We need a palate cleanser. I need a drink. I need a drink. That's what I need. Of course, I shouldn't have too much, should I? Is if I had too much, well, it's not going to be pretty. It might come out something like this. Wait. Beg pardon, sir, but is an ox cart resting on my head? The dirt beneath my cheek tells me I never found the bed. It's not a pretty thing greets me on opening my eyes. I like the taste when it went down, but now it's drawing flies. Though last night I was bottomless, it feels not like I thirst. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. One morning I awoke, and though I couldn't kneel or stand, an old man's crossbow let me know my wedding was in hand. I lay down with a comely lass, much sweeter than a grape, but I mistook for flavor what turned out to be her shape. I'm not the last to drink, I loved her and I weren't the first. She tells them of my drinking, but never of my thirst. She tells them of my drinking, but never of my thirst. Last week I saw a man whose visage brought to mind a louse, much like the lord upon whose lands I rent my leaky house. My friend, I cried, I like a word, and in his face I spit. I don't care that there's three of you, the middle I can hit. I've lost my home, I've lost 2 teeth, it seems that I'm accursed. Now he talks of my drinking, but never of my thirst. Now he talks of my drinking, but never of my thirst. When will I learn, they ask, how often must I do me harm? It must be 50 times, but still a fifth might be the charm. So then they ask what ails me, and have I lost my mind? I say an ale is just the thing if you would be so kind. Of all the sots they've ever met, they swear that I'm the worst. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. Whene'er a trickle I need to hear my lips already pursed. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. When I was born, they argue on what sort of milk I nursed. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. If you've a cask or that, beware, you might find me immersed. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. They all talk of my drinking, but never of my thirst. Thank you. I'm gonna find my way home.